This wine, it helps with anxiety. Become an alcoholic, you'll be fine. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl MyeshiaShantal. I'm back at it again with another YouTube video. If you're new, welcome. My channel is particularly focusing on nursing school and PhD talk, and I just do vlogs because I stay in Atlanta, Georgia. But if you're returning, you already know you're an OG. Welcome. You are officially a part of the family. Also, guys, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Turn on those post notifications so you'll stay up to date whenever I post. Like my videos, comment on my videos because it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, I love y'all support. So, like a couple of days ago, I took a poll on what type of content you guys would like to see for the month of May, and you guys voted. I got 44 votes. I'm super happy that the 44 people that voted, y'all are amazing. And so the content topics was prescribed Adderall helps get you A's in your science classes, dealing with anxiety, pre-nursing student to nursing student, vlog day in Atlanta, truth or drink, friends edition, and lastly my spiritual awakening. And guess what happened? Pre-nursing student to nursing student dealing with anxiety got the most votes at 34%. So that's going to be the first video of May. Shout out to those who voted for that. But let me take a sip of my wine. This wine, it helps with anxiety. Become an alcoholic, you'll be fine. Please don't become an alcoholic. Mostly every human on this planet have either dealt with anxiety or dealing with anxiety, and those of us that are nursing students or pre-nursing students, anxiety is like 10 times bad, I feel like, because of the stresses of trying to get into a nursing program. It's like so much stress, so much so when I first found out that I actually had anxiety or start seeing signs and symptoms of anxiety, that's when I'm just like, I had to take a step back, like, whoa, Myeshia, what is this? Why are you feeling like this? Okay, so here are some signs and symptoms that your body will tell you if you have anxiety. If you feel like you've been nervous lately, very restless, very tense, like you feel like your heartbeat is increasing, you're breathing fast, you're sweating, this can go on your hands, your feet, your entire body. You're trembling a little bit, shaking, and then trouble focusing. And only thing that you focus on is your present worry. If you've been seeing those type of signs, then most likely you have anxiety. I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me as a diagnosis. Don't take it from me. You know, I'm just sharing my opinion and sharing my thoughts because I have anxiety and I know I have anxiety. So the first thing is to actually know that you have anxiety, to know those signs, to know those triggers, to know those symptoms that you're, feeling. And mine became really, really bad once I started taking AP1, AP2, and microbiology. It was probably like here, and once I took those classes, it shot up to like way up here. So because everybody knows those are the most stressful classes, you want to get the best grade in those classes. That's when it just really, really flung out into full force. I remember like sometimes before taking tests, before taking quizzes, like in lecture, just like feeling sick to the stomach, like shaking really badly, sweating, like, and me as a person, I overthink everything. I overanalyze every situation. So just imagine if you're an overthinker or an overanalyzer and you're dealing with anxiety, it's like times 10 because you're in your head. And that's what anxiety really is. You're in your head, always worrying about your present current situation. You can't get past that. That has your focus. And so guess what? We finna cut that shit out. 2021, we cutting anxiety out. We're gonna learn how to cope with it because we're going to be a better person, okay? We're not gonna let anxiety get the best of us. how I got to the point, or how I got my anxiety under control. I'm just going to give you some of my tips that I did, or some suggestions that I think it'll work on you. But this is a disclaimer: what works for me may not work for you. So you may have to find your own ways, but I'm just trying to help you like go on a pathway or some shit. Number one is identify the trigger. Like I said, my trigger was school. Stressful situations, like very stressful situations. School, trying to get into nursing school is very stressful, but now I am a nursing student. I officially got accepted. I started in August. So identify what is triggering your anxiety, and knowing what to look for. Look at the signs and symptoms that I said earlier, like you're sweating, you're nervous, you're restless, you're tense, you're shaking, you're hyperventilating. Those show up in that particular situation. That's the trigger. So once you identify the trigger and you become aware of the trigger, then you know every time you go into that particular situation, you'll become calmer and calmer and calmer, or you'll know how to be less anxious about it, if you understand what I'm saying. Number two is take a time out. Like when you feel like you're about to have an anxiety attack or become very, very anxious, or you just can't deal, just take a deep breath, leave that situation, take 5-10 minutes and come back to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like you need to gather yourself mentally. So that's what I mean when take a time out. Another one that helps is exercising daily. For me, like 5 times out the week. That helps with just like exercise in general. It helps to relieve stressors. Whenever I got really stressed out, I'll hit the gym really hard. Be tired. It'll take your mind off of that current situation, or it'll take your mind off of, say if you failed a test, it'll take your mind off of it. And then it'll help you regroup. Exercising is basically a regroup method. Number 4 is get enough sleep. People don't understand. Yes, I know you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights, but you need to get enough sleep, because when you're tired, you're tired. Get enough rest, you're going to become more tired, and then you're going to become more stressful, and then you're going to become more anxious. It's just like a never-ending cycle. So you definitely have to get enough sleep. This is why I say having a schedule, a daily schedule, is very, very important, because it just shows your time management skills. If you study effectively and efficiently, you wouldn't have to really pull all-nighters. Like the latest I done stayed up was like midnight at the most. At the most. I never, like when I first went to college, I definitely pulled all-nighters. But now, like I'll probably be done studying by 11 o'clock. As long as you put your time in where it needs to be put in, you should be good. It's all about time management. Number 5, it goes back to number 2 is take deep breaths. Whenever you feel like you're getting to that point, just breathe. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Let your breathing take you to a place. Don't let it keep you in that situation that you're in now. Let your breathing in your mind take you somewhere different. So you can feel when you up there, like you can feel it in your body. Like you really can feel it. And so number 6, keep your mind and body balanced. And what I mean by this is, like, what helps me is meditating. I meditate every day mostly. If I don't meditate that day, I feel like my day is going to be messed up. And 9 times out of 10, it's a messed up day because I didn't meditate. I done got into a daily routine of meditating. And it just helps you be calm and control. Like, because you are the master of your fate. You're the captain of your ship. And if you can control your mind, you can control your body. If you can control your body, you can control everything. That's my little saying. Nobody said it but me. So remember that. Journaling helps too, because it lets you write down what's stressing you out. And once you write it down, leave it in the journal. When you finish, try not to think about it. Go about your day. You know, you wrote it down, you left it where it's at. Don't let it take over you. Number 7 is do a daily routine before starting your day. And one of my daily routines is meditating and journaling before I get up and go to work, or actually before I start my day, because I wake up at 5 a.m. on a daily basis and I don't got to be at work until 8:30. I'm up 3 hours and 30 minutes before my job. So it just sets the tone for my day. And that helps with your anxiety, because when you do a daily routine, you get used to like the same thing kind of, and so you know how your day is going to go. So if you can plan out your day in your head mentally, of course you can't think of everything that's going to happen in your day, but if you can control most of the things that happen during your day, you'll be good because you're in control of that. Last one is, when catch yourself when you're overthinking and overanalyze and exit. Okay, so what I mean by this is, like, if I'm over here just overthinking a situation, have that come to whatever moment. Like, I will have a come to Myeshia moment. And so, you know how people say come to Jesus moment? I will like come to Myeshia moment. You know, I'll come to myself and I will have to check myself, like, Myeshia, this is not healthy. Why are you overthinking something so small? Why are you overanalyzing a situation? Why are you second guessing yourself on this test? You prepared for it. You know this information. You put in the work. So don't ever analyze and overthink yourself, especially when it comes to trying to get into nursing school, because you know your worth. If you put in the work, it will show. You will get the results that you want to get. So don't, when you start overanalyzing and overthinking, catch yourself. Exit the situation, take some deep breaths, take a breather, take a time out. And so those are the 8 tips that I have for you guys of how I deal with anxiety from a pre-nursing student to a nursing student. You have someone like me, someone who is an overthinker, overanalyzer, has self-esteem issues, just questioning everything about everything, plus dealing with anxiety. And I overcame that shit. Overcame anxiety. Not really overcame it, but know how to cope with it very, very, very well, and don't let it get the best of me. You guys can do it too. You got this. Like, don't let this shit determine who you are, okay? So if you guys like this video, just make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment below, turn on those post notifications, and lastly, follow me on my personal Instagram. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.